What's up, YouTube? It is I, Tenzin, one third of the SOS podcast. And yes, I am going to install some new light bulbs in this room because it was cute last time because, Halloween, post election. But yeah, now this dark shit ain't hitting. And to my
Yeah.
right,
What's up? What's up, y'all? It's your boy B holding it down for the SOS. Everybody, what's up? What's up? How y'all doing?
yo, so, man, I finally watched Doom 2.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
thought you had
was.
been watching.
Oh no, I've been putting it off for so long. Like I wanted to watch it in IMAX, but that didn't work
Yeah,
out. But I mean, I got like a decent television in here,
yeah,
so I finally just it was what was it? Monday. Yeah.
yeah.
Sat down and watched it. Hey Lavendar.
What's up?
Uh,
How
It
Lavendar?
was
What's up?
it was really dope, man. And I like how HBO Max does like a little recap if it's like a part of a if the movie's part of a series.
Yeah.
Uh, so it
Oh,
caught me.
I didn't know they did that for movies.
Yeah, like it did. Yeah, they gave like a little recap from the first movie, and then I'm like, okay, cool. So I don't got to sit through the first one, even though I will.
Yeah,
But I don't know though. It's just so visually stunning. Like you forget that it's like almost 3 hours long. Like
yeah, yeah. That's a yeah. I liked it a lot too. Um, what was it? I didn't read the books or nothing, so
me neither.
yeah, so like I uh I bought the book back in August. I bought the first one. I can't. There's too many of the books for me to find, so I bought a copy of the first one, and I still ain't got around to reading it yet. But
And like, is it like? 'Cause I know like it had to have been written like what decades ago. So is it like one of those annoying books with like the small font, kind
uh,
of like Roots was?
kind of yeah. I got a copy of Roots upstairs too. This is my copy of the book.
God damn, I ain't reading that shit.
Yeah,
I'll just sit through the
uh,
movies, but I know it's gonna contain like a hell of a lot more lore.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to break it open yet. I've been meaning to. The text ain't that small, but it is pretty small. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay, it ain't trolling like Roots was, because Roots,
oh
I'm like, oh,
yeah, like I said, I got. I don't know if it's original. I don't know how old the copies I got of those books are. I found them in my grandma's house when we was cleaning it out last
mhm.
year or the year before. She had old copies of Roots and Queen. Uh,
Okay.
and I still ain't got a chance to read them. Honestly, it kind of took the wind out of my sails reading them when I remember hearing about this when I was a kid, but I had forgot. But as you know, getting I almost got back into it again a couple years ago. But it did kind of take the wind out of my sails to read them in terms of like because like hearing that like he possibly faked them.
Oh yeah, I think Los told me about that being a
Yeah,
possible fake, but
yeah.
I
It's
mean the
like
story is still. I mean,
that's what my mom said. My mom always looked at it as a fiction anyway.
hmm
So, well, actually, growing up as a kid, I thought it was always fiction. I didn't know it was supposed to be a quote unquote true story until I was in high school.
mm,
Yeah, as a kid, I always thought it was fiction. And then I started looking at it as real
hmm
in high school. Well, real ish. I figured he, probably did some stuff
embellished.
for, yeah. But in terms of the whole plagiarism stuff, that really kind of hurt to read.
Oh no, so it's a possible like plagiarize.
Yeah, there were. I forgot what the other book was, but they said that there was another book where a guy wrote a story about like following an African dude going from that to America and all types of
Oh
stuff,
wow.
you know. And I don't know. I don't think that person. I'm trying to remember because there was a couple lawsuits against him for the series, and some people didn't win. But I know one person did win, so I can't remember if it was that person's book or not that one. But
Mm.
one person did win the lawsuits, but some of the other ones never hit.
Never hit. Okay, wow. So I have to look into that too.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know. I see. I used to place a lot of stock in it because, like, it was dope. Like once I learned about that aspect of it when I was in high school, I thought it was dope that at least one of us was able to get their cultural heritage back. You
right.
know,
Yeah.
and so that kind of hurts to hear, like, if he did fake it and everything. And then it also draws into question Queen too, because I remember
Right.
watching Queen in high school as well, with Halle Berry, uh, which it wasn't bad. I didn't like it as much as Roots though.
Right. Was Queen also like this multi-generational like
No, well, Queen, I think technically it only, I think technically you only really follow Queen,
okay.
and I can't remember, was Queen. I think Queen was either his grandmother or his great grandmother. It was something like that. But
Oh, so she was supposed to be before Kunta? No. That can't be.
after
Okay.
after yeah.
Oh, you talking about the author. Okay. The author. That's right. Okay.
What'd you say?
Oh, no, I was just saying, okay, you were talking from the perspective of the author. I had to realize. I was like,
No,
oh,
the
okay.
character Queen, it would be after Kunta. Yeah.
Right, yeah, but I was saying because you were saying, oh yeah, that's his grandmother. I was thinking,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, I don't know why I was thinking Kunta. I was like, oh yeah, you think the author himself.
Right. Yeah. Because I
Yeah,
forgot what
'cause
the time period was on that.
I ain't finished Queen. I think it had to be during Reconstruction because I remember when I watched it. I only seen up to the part where the Allstate dude got lynched.
Yeah.
So I figure, okay, if the Klan exists, it has to be like Reconstruction sometime.
Right. That's what I was thinking as well. So I think I forgot how it all worked in that. I
But one
forgot,
thing
like,
was, I mean, you know what? I mean, hey, maybe in real life, if Queen is even a real person, you
right.
know, maybe
Well,
she was white
that's
as a motherfucker. Because I don't see how any. I mean, just looking at Holly Berry, I was
oh
like,
yeah, how she
the
tricked
fuck?
people into thinking she was white. Yeah,
How was she
no, that did.
passing, bro? Like you
Yeah,
couldn't tell. Like,
yeah. There's a lot of cases like that, or like especially in Hollywood too, where they'll be like, "Oh, this person." Like I remember, what's that movie that came out on Netflix a couple years ago? Passing, where it was like, was it an shorty from the Marvel movies? Tessa Thompson
yeah,
and they
and
had the other girl, and
I
I think
know
it was supposed to be like how the one girl was passing as white, and I was like,
how.
how? I
Yeah,
was
like,
like,
yeah.
you
I think
gotta be real dumb to
I
believe
think it
she
was
was.
Tessa Thompson's character that was supposed to be white passing. I'm like, how?
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah,
Like
Ruth
at the
Nega was
very
the other
least,
chick.
hire
Yeah,
the actress from what's that old ass movie? There was two versions of it, but anyway, the premise of the movie was, uh, these two women meet each other. They make a successful business. The black woman's daughter, she's mixed, but like
yeah.
very white passing, but she hates that she's part black
Mhm.
because yeah, I forgot what it was called though, but
The
anyway,
only black girl I've ever seen truly straight up that I thought was white growing up was Shorty from Devil in a Blue Dress. You know what I'm talking about?
uh-uh.
Uh Jennifer, she was in that. I think it was like Jennifer Beals or something.
Oh, her, yeah,
I thought
yeah,
she was white forever, and I had no idea she was black till I got older.
yeah. Because when I was watching the L Word, then like it showed her down. Like the fuck, she's she's black.
Yeah, but yeah, no. When I seen Devil in a Blue Dress, I thought they was tripping when they tried to say that she was black in the movie. But then I looked it up and I'm like, oh, she really is black in real
Yeah,
life.
I had
I
to do that too because Ossie Davis was her father on the L Word. I was like, get the fuck out of here, ain't no way. And I'm like, oh, truly, she's a white passing.
and I met
person.
I met a girl like that in real life. Was it? I didn't really know her like that, but she was part of the Black Action Society, and I remember they was hosting a talk about like colorism and stuff like in the Black community,
Yeah.
and she was talking about you know her experiences not being taken seriously as a Black woman. Now I had seen this girl at all the Black functions and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
I just thought she was just, a white ally. I never once thought she was Black until she pulled up a picture of her pops, and I was like, hey, yo,
Right.
like, same thing with the little boy from the Grown Ups movies. Same thing. I thought he was white forever.
Oh, grown up.
He died. He was on a little
Oh,
Disney
Cameron
show.
Boyce. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was about to mention him too. I was like, yeah, like until I seen his father, I was like, what the fuck?
His father
Like,
and his sister, like, that's like, it's crazy.
yeah,
Uh
R.I.P. Cameron.
Yeah,
But
RIP. But like, see, them is the type of actors you need to be hiring for
right.
passing roles. Like, because
Yeah.
sometimes, again, and I guess that does kind of speak into like the fact that most casting agents and stuff is probably still just old white people. Like, most times in them type of movies, they'll just hire a light skin and be like, "Hey,
Right.
look,
Yeah.
they're passing as white." I'm like, there's no way. Like, there's no way, dog. Like, sorry, that ain't finna happen. That's what I'm saying with the Tessa Thompson joint. There's no way you see Tessa Thompson and be like, "Oh, she's white."
I mean,
Absolutely not.
because back in the good old days, like, oh yeah, a white person would definitely sleep with Tessa Thompson. But
Right.
as soon as the town finds out, oh, she's
Yeah.
lying. I mean, pretty much, pretty much
Right.
do trans people. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like, it's
Yeah, no, yeah. There's no hiding her as black, bro.
like,
Like, that's not
nah, like,
happening.
yeah, like if you're a racist white dude in what the fucking 50s or or what like late 1800s, you slumming it up with Tessa. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
The
you're
only light skinned actress that I feel could is just on that line is Rashida Jones.
Rashida
Like
Jones.
Quincy Jones's daughter.
Oh, okay.
What she's been on mad stuff. I know she was in Parks and Recreation. She was in The Office.
Oh, hold on. I'm pretty sure. Oh hell yeah, she is definitely white passing. Hold on.
Right. But however, when I first seen her, even though I didn't know she was Quincy Jones's daughter, I remember as a kid when I first seen her in something, I was like, that's still a black lady. Like, in my brain automatically clocked she was black. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
But I can understand why there are people out there who may not know, you know. Cause you could maybe just make the argument that she's like a dark skinned Italian lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand
Yeah.
that. Like, but in my
I mean,
brain, I knew she was black.
Like Vin Diesel, it's like
Yeah, Vin Diesel, like, especially with the roles he be playing, I can understand perfectly why people don't know Vin Diesel's black. Like I like when I see people get shocked about that, like, I understand completely because I didn't know until my mom told me as a kid. Like, I remember watching Fast and Furious, and my mom was like, "Oh, that's a black guy, right?" I'm like, "No."
right.
Like, in my brain, he was either Italian or some sort of Latino. Like, I never once clocked that he
Like,
was a
yeah,
black
like
guy.
that's the most person of color I would have imagined like him to be was like, yeah, like you
Right.
said, for the Latino. I'm sorry, we gotta say Latinx, Brandon. Jesus Christ, we're
They don't like that.
I know. It's like,
I was about to.
I gotta call them Latinx. Fuck.
No, yeah, dude, you call them that to their face, they will. They get so mad. Like, I do not call them people Latinx, bro. They do not like that. They hate that. What was it? Same with what's the dude from Guns N' Roses? Slash.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. He was on Guns N' Roses.
was it? I'm
It was
pretty
one of
sure.
them. One of them.
Hey,
Yeah,
one
I
of
know
them.
he's
Yeah.
about. But I mean, his hair kind of gave it away.
Not to me. I thought he was white my whole life.
I
I
mean, I
never
thought he
knew he
was
was black.
too. But yeah, so that's more of a hindsight thing.
Same thing with dude from Rage Against the Machine, Tom Morello. I didn't know
Oh
Tom
yeah,
Morello was
yeah.
black.
Oh yeah, he is part black. Damn, that's crazy.
Like,
White passing motherfucker.
yeah, I thought Tom Morello was just a Mexican guy. Like, I thought Tom Morello was Mexican. Like, I had no idea he was black.
Man, that's savvy, man. Like, I know.
Now, The Rock, even though as a kid I didn't know, when I got older, like in middle school, and found out, I wasn't surprised. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, that wasn't one that shocked me. Like, when I
yeah.
found
Because
out,
as a kid, I was like, okay, he definitely ain't white.
right?
I know that.
Exactly. Like,
Like,
yeah, all the like I was shocked that people was assuming he was white because I'm like, he never once, like, even his persona in WWE
right.
was very clear that he was not a white man. Like,
I mean, hell, like one of one of his first like big factions was Nation of Domination.
right.
You know what I mean? Like that was supposed to be like a NOI parody.
Yeah.
So
What was it? Big John said the African community gave Stacey Dash away.
ah man. Nigga talking about I
And
just found out so and so died. Shut up, bitch. Like I'm sorry, that was wrong. But
DMX, yeah. She says she just found out DMX died. I'm like, bro, that's because you ain't been connected to the black community in forever. Like, you threw us away. Like, I was about to say, we didn't give her away. She threw us away.
right, yeah, no, right.
Like the
She was
minute
found on Fox News. I was like, whoa.
the minute she stopped being on BET shows, she went straight to Fox News. Like, she, once that black money dried up, she went straight to them racist white people. And then they dropped her, which is crazy. And now she's just like in limbo, like, because I think her husband was like a Fox News guy,
Oh,
and they got divorced. And so after that, she, like, all her cultural relevancy dried up. Like,
hey, thank goodness you attractive. Hell, well, I don't know, like what.
yeah,
But and I know we talk about this all the time. I wonder. I'm like these like white passing black people. I probably have to say like, and I'm not speaking for everyone. This is more so like a guesstimation. I'm pretty sure y'all's childhoods was probably fucked up because children are cruel.
right,
So they was probably called all sorts of crack ass or Oreos or whatever.
yeah.
But adulthood, y'all niggas is cooking because y'all are so close to whiteness. It's like it's, so I don't know. I guess that's like the big push pull of being light skinned.
Yeah,
Like,
you just
your
yeah,
childhood was shitty, but goddamn, we become
you just gotta hide the food you eat. That's all. You gotta hide your seasonings in a safe
right.
for when white people come
You
over.
just gotta talk like this, Johnson.
Wait a minute, is that Larry's I see?
Oh.
You're black.
Because I mean, because there was a I never read it, but I used to like back when I had a Tumblr account. I used to always see like, oh, well, it's still active. I just don't be on it. But I used to see like this ad for like this graphic novel. It was called Incognito or something like that. But basically, well, I don't think it was called that, but it was about like a white passing black dude who kind of he'll infiltrate white spaces to like just see what they up to. And he'll kind of like double back to the black community, be like, hey, oh, that's cool. Like,
yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, I never. I always wondered what that life is like. I imagine it would be hard though, because like I said, that girl who was in the black action stuff, like when she was talking about her experience, she said, yeah, like it was rough. Like, like white family members don't really associate with you,
right? Yeah,
and then like black family members, don't think you black. Yeah, like like black people just in general just don't treat you like a black person, even though you definitely. You're not white.
Yeah.
Negro, please.
That's like, yeah, like Yeah, like the white people looking at you as a nigger, so they're
Right.
looking down on you. Then you got your black friends. They're not necessarily looking down on you, but like they kind of hating on you because like, oh well, shit, you this ugly white person. So
Right. Yeah. Bro, I was just watching White Chicks the other day, bro. I haven't seen that movie in so long.
oh,
Bro, Terry Crews was so funny in that. They really hit the nail on the head, bro. Like I don't know how he found that character so perfectly, right?
right. Oh yeah, that casting was amazing, bro. When his white homeboy, near the end, like you see him roll out in that wheelchair, like, hey, what's going on? Like, no.
Oh damn.
I love that continuity.
Oh
Speaking of
man.
which, me and Lavendar talked about this on the Halloween episode,
Hmm.
but the Wayans brothers are becoming involved in Scary Movie again.
I heard about that.
Please,
I'm
bro,
interested
be
to
back.
see what they're going to be able to do. I know I don't want to sound like the conservative weirdo people, but like there are some things that they used to be able to do.
Oh yeah, yeah, like certain jokes they used to be able to make. I mean, I don't know, like I feel like you can still make those kinds of jokes because South Park still
It,
be
yeah, it just has to hit the right pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all. Because like it did, and that goes on both sides. That's with both detractors and supporters. Because unfortunately, like kind of with South Park, even though there are supporters that get the premise of the show, unfortunately, there are a lot of supporters of South Park too who do this weird thing where they'll like take Cartman literally, and then they'll be like, "Oh, see, these guys know what we're talking, know how to tell it like it is." Like, unfortunately, in the Star Wars community, like a lot of them kissing all was kissing Trey and Matt's feet because of the Kathleen Kennedy jokes they was making through Cartman, and they was like, "See, they get it. Star Wars has become woke and stupid." And I'm just like, "Bruh, like Cartman is the one saying it. You're not supposed to agree with Cartman,
right. Yeah,
dog. Like
he's like,
that's the
shoot me,
whole purpose.
man.
Like Cartman is the bad one. Like, and
I
so
feel
you sit here agreeing with something Cartman said. You know what I'm saying? So that's unfortunately the thing is like you gotta. It's such a weird line to toe because you gotta worry about sensitivities, but you also got to worry about the wrong audience co-opting your joke
right.
to
Yeah.
for it to become, you know what I'm saying? Like now, luckily, usually, at least in my opinion, I haven't seen that happen too much when it comes to a lot of the different Wayne's family stuff. Like, but then again, other than the the haunted house movies, I'd say like people like some of them like Marlon and them have been keeping it a pretty tame with their content. So seeing them go back to a raunchier style is going to be interesting. And like I said, I just hope like the wrong people don't go after it or go
But you
against
know
it.
what though, like, and I'll say, I'll say the same for three, but I'm just mainly making a point for the Wayans controlled scary movies, which was only the
Right.
first two.
Right.
Those were like, I mean, even though they were still stupid movies, they were still coherent. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like four and after, it was just stupid shit happening just to happen. You know,
Right.
like
Don't get me wrong. I mess with four too. But yeah, I could understand that. Yeah, it was just a lot of like, yeah, it was just like they just became generic parody movies, like by
yeah,
the, and that was the reason why I didn't like five. Like five straight up,
was just stupid as hell.
right? Because they lost all the main cast members and the Wades. Like at least with three and four, even though the Wades
Yeah,
weren't
we still
there,
had Cindy. Like, yeah,
right? You still had Cindy, you still had Brenda. Adding Anthony Anderson and Kevin Hart was dope. It was like even though the Wades weren't there, their methods were. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like whereas five, no, none none of the original connective tissue was there, so it just felt like a Frankenstein version of what somebody thought Scary Movie was supposed to be, you know.
Yeah, and because me and Lavender,
Except for the Snoop Dogg and Mac Miller scenes, them were funny, but everything else was stupid.
because me and Lavender, we was talking about like this little this like this trend of like parody movies that was coming out because of the success of Scary Movies 1 and 2.
Yeah,
But the thing was, it was all corporate and
yeah, it felt
empty.
goofy.
You
Like,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
except I don't know.
Except for a select few.
I gotta make the case for Date Movie. Boy, that movie was
You said date
hilarious.
movie.
Yeah,
This one was like,
they was making fun of like rom coms and stuff. And so they made fun of like Pretty Woman, The Bachelor,
did they make fun of
Meet
Meet
the
the Fockers?
Fockers. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
they made
I
fun of
think I
Meet the
saw part of
Fockers.
it. Cause was there a scene where like I don't know his name, but the the little person from
Yeah, yeah. He
he
was
like
like
he like
he was supposed to be like a fake exhibit, and it was like Pimp My Ride, but I think like
he like
it was
flossed
like
her teeth and it was like a whole chicken wing.
yeah,
Okay, so I saw part of it. I don't think I've seen it all the way through.
bro, that movie was so funny. I used to watch it all the time as a kid, bro. I used to be sitting there crying. It was hilarious. Oh man, yeah, it had uh Eddie Griffin, and what's the shorty from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and How I Met Your Mother? Allison Hannigan. There was mad people in it. It was like, I'm not saying it was as good as Scary Movie, obviously, but it was. I'll say it was pretty funny. And like, yeah, some of the other ones had funny scenes, but they weren't really great to
Right.
watch.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
actually, no, wait, hold up. I'm tripping. There was the other one. I think it was the same people did Date Movie as well. It was an epic movie where they was
I need
making
to watch
fun.
that one.
They was making fun of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and X Men and Narnia and stuff.
Like, was that supposed to be like a parody of like blockbusters? Epic.
Yeah, yeah, they was making fun of like Narnia and X Men and all that type of stuff. And what else they make fun of? Like the Da Vinci Code. Yeah, because Kevin Hart, Kevin Hart was, like how you ever see the Da Vinci Code?
I mean, I'm familiar with it. I ain't watch it though.
Yeah, I don't know if you in the first in the actual Da Vinci Code, there was like this pale assassin like monk dude or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Hart played the parody version, bro. It was,
Was he in
bruh,
whiteface?
yeah, it was so wild. Nah, bro, the movie was crazy. Like the craziest part was the one dude was hooking up with the fake Mystique, and he kept having her turn and like in the crazy stuff. It was wild, bro. It was
See, I couldn't get into that. Like,
no. Like I agree with what you said. It was definitely goofy,
I,
but there was
okay.
some stuff in there that was just same with what was the one with dude from Drake and Josh?
Oh,
Ah,
superhero movie.
yeah, boy. Oh my God. When they went to the when they went to Charles Xavier's mansion, and it was who was Charles Xavier? Bruh, I'm tripping. Who was the comedian who got hit by the Walmart truck? You know what I'm talking about?
Um, oh, okay. Damn, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Tracy Morgan.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Tracy Morgan was supposed to be Professor X. Yeah. Oh my God. Like, I'm not selling it right because, like, it's something you got to see to watch. But it was this whole part where he goes to the fake X Men school, and it was so stupid. And Regina Hall was there, it was supposed to be his wife, and she was also bald and in a wheelchair, and all their kids was bald and in the wheelchairs.
Oh, dude.
Oh my God, bro. I was crying, bro. And then there was one other one that I'll say this one had more of a storyline than like these types. But you ever heard of the comebacks?
Was that football movie?
Yeah, yeah. It was making fun of sports movies, but this one had like
Did it have
more of a storyline. It was less about like just random stuff, and it was more
did it
of a
have that
story.
Richard dude in it?
Yeah, because he
Okay,
was
yeah, I saw that.
he
Yeah,
was ACL tear. Because I think he was supposed to be like Booby Miles from like
yeah.
Friday Night Lights, and his name was ACL Terry, and they kept calling him ACL tear. And he kept saying, "Please don't call me that. I think y'all jinxing me." And he's like, "No," and his legs just snapped together.
Oh yeah, but the build up to that though, because every time he'll take like a very painful hit. You think he hurt, but they're like,
Yeah,
he was like, yeah, nothing can stop that kid. He stepped on a fucking coin. And like,
yeah. Nah, the funniest part by far to me was when they was making fun of Remember the Titans. And what's that comedian's name? I think he was like Chill Mitchell. I think the comedian's name was, and he was supposed to be like Denzel Washington's character. And he gives this speech about how all the black and white kids that came together to form a family. And he goes calling the list of players, and he calls all the black players and leaves the one white dude sitting on the bench. He said, "White boy thought he was finna play. Sit your white ass down." Oh man, it was so funny, bro. That movie was hilarious. Like I said, man, there was some that came close, but then there was others that was
yeah.
just
I mean,
not great.
like I remember I sat through Meet the Spartans. That shit
Yeah.
was fucking stupid. But however, there was a couple of parts where I actually did laugh. And I don't know why, because like a lot of people, like to a lot of people, it was just like a pass away part. But I don't know why I thought this shit was so funny to me. But like, he was like starving in the wilderness and he found like a Subway sandwich. He bit into it, he was like, no mayo. This is bullshit. He just discarded it. I'm like,
Oh,
what?
I thought you was gonna talk about when he fought the Happy Feet
That
Penguin.
was another funny one. He said, I'll show you
Man,
how to beat up your ass, cracker.
that and I remember in grade school when that movie came out, the funniest scene to every kid in the school was when he kept kicking them people down the pit. And he
Oh
remember
yeah.
he kicked like the American Idol judges and
Yeah.
Sanjaya. Um, he kicked mad people down the hole, and
They're like,
then
I'm kicking people down the bottomless pit.
yeah, and then what was it? The Donald Trump scene where he cut it. He cut the Spider Man off the side of the window. He said, "You're fired," and he cut him off the side. What was it? And then what was the part? Oh yeah, was it? They was like making fun of the like the CGI and in 300. And
Yeah.
so for the extra people, they
Yeah.
just was holding up green screens in the back.
And he was just blind in both eyes, like
Oh, and then the ogre dude was like old Sylvester Stallone for Rocky Six. It was so foul, bro. They did Sylvester Stallone so foul.
yeah, because then he like turned into dust after he got punched or something like
Yeah,
that.
they did him so crazy. Nah, man, it was some of those like, yeah, they came so like they couldn't exactly 100% capture the magic of like. I think the closest one that ever came to really being like the Wayne's was Scary Movie 3, because I feel like that
But
was
that one was still coherent. It still had like somewhat of a story to it.
yeah, and it was like and it wasn't just like goofy stuff for goofiness sake. Like it was like well thought out jokes and stuff. Like the whole 8 Mile scene will forever be the craziest, man.
Bro, when he put his hood on, that
Oh,
was the
and
first part
then
when he, like on the original movie, he had to go throw up.
yeah.
Like, he was saying, ugh, and then it's like this dude like, hey yo man, what the fuck? He just threw up on that man.
Bruh, it wasn't just the hood. When he did the Nazi salute and kept waving to everybody, and he never took his arm down, he just said, Oh man, that and when Kevin Hart pulled up with all the rappers and said the hood got you back, and they all killed each other because they started beefing. It was like Method Man, Redman. I think it was like Macy Gray,
Oh my
uh,
god.
Method Man, Redman, Macy Gray. I'm pretty sure Master P was in it at one point. Like, was it? Oh yeah, John Rule was the Secret Service agent.
Yeah.
Remember they were shooting all the people in the White House. Bro, that movie was the closest ones to the first two that like really felt like something. But the fourth one, while it wasn't great, it wasn't 100% bad either. But you could
Right.
tell by that time, like the like Anthony Anderson and all them, like you could tell that like they kind of was tired and didn't want to really do it no more, like because they was
Right.
kind of
Yeah.
phoning it in. Like Anthony Anderson and Kevin Hart really wasn't even in the movie all that much. Like they was barely in it. And then yeah, it was mainly Regina Hall and Anna Faris who was carrying the whole movie on their back for real. Uh
And that's who I always felt like they were carrying it after the Wayans left. I felt like they were the ones mainly carrying it. To
mhm.
be honest. So
Oh, for sure, for sure. Like I said, like Kevin Hart, and Anthony Anderson were definitely dope additions, though, for sure.
Mhm.
It just sucked that they didn't get to interact in the first two because like I felt like their two characters would have been hilarious in the first two movies. Like especially with the Waynes writing for him, like I feel like they would have been really
Oh
dope.
yeah, because Anthony definitely would have been utilized. Like
Yeah, no, but I mean they had some dope parts though. Like when he thought Regina Hall was still alive in the third one, and he kept fighting all her family members at the funeral and kept trying to give her CPR in the casket. He said, "She's still alive. She's still alive." And the head popped off. Oh my
oh
god.
man.
No, but no. I mean, I'm happy they're gonna get it back though. Like I'm just
Man,
curious on
what
how they're
was
gonna navigate it.
and what was the other parody with the little boy? He was like I remember he was at that funeral. He was like he just kept telling people
Oh, it was
like
supposed to be the Sixth Sense.
okay. He was like, "You're an asshole."
Yeah, yeah. Remember?
Like like
Yeah, he was supposed to be the Sixth Sense, and the little girl was supposed to be what was she? I think she was supposed to be not the Ring. She was supposed to be the girl from what's that movie with the aliens with Mel Gibson?
oh, wait, with Mel Gibson?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Hold on, cause I remember there was a nut. I
They
know
was
they.
doing crop circles in the field
Oh,
and stuff.
Mel Gibson was in that movie. I remember Joaquin Phoenix, but the movie
Yeah,
was.
because I'm pretty sure Mel Gibson was the brother, wasn't he? Or am I tripping?
I mean, the movie you're talking about is Signs. I just remember Joaquin
Signs, yeah.
Phoenix, but I didn't know Mel Gibson was in it. Let me see. Hold up.
Yeah, Signs. Yeah, she was supposed to be the girl from Signs, and the little boy was supposed to be from The Sixth Sense.
Now I will say, even though like that joke is played out, like when his babysitter came and it was the priest and he fucking dipped the fuck out.
Nah, bro. Was it that same movie where
Okay, yeah, okay, he was in that. I ain't know. Okay, I,
yeah, was it the same movie where Charlie Sheen fought Michael Jackson?
yeah,
Yeah, bro. That was crazy. That
well,
was
that could have been
crazy.
four though.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't three. Because no, matter of fact, they did the Michael Jackson joke twice. Because I'm pretty sure in the fourth one, because you know it's supposed to be World of Worlds.
Yeah, because
I'm
then
pretty
Mel
sure.
Gibson, like not Mel Gibson, but Charlie Sheen, didn't he like fall to his death, but he like landed on a boner or something like that? Like,
Yeah, yeah. But I'm pretty sure at one point, Michael, like they did like a Michael Jackson joke trying to snatch the little girl on that too.
oh god,
Yeah, I think they doubled down on the Michael Jackson joke.
okay, man. So this is one movie I wanted to talk about. Did you? I don't know if you watched it yet because I think it's still fresh. Did you watch the Megan the Stallion doc on Amazon Prime?
No, I did not. I had no interest in
Man,
watching it. I'll be for real. I'm here. I'm not
I,
gonna lie. I had
uh,
no interest in watching that.
it was dope, man. It covered her come up, you know, her early stage in her fame, and then of course the Tory stuff.
Yeah,
But nah, it validates her a lot.
yeah,
Like I will say, like if any Tory supporter actually sat through the documentary, they're gonna feel stupid as hell. Like I would say that. Um, and also I like how they clowned on. Well, they ain't necessarily openly clown on them, but it's like during like the montages of people like shitting on her for stuff. Like they'll put Myron Gaines on it. Like they show DJ Academic saying stupid ass shit. They'll showing Joe Button saying dumbass shit. So I'm like, damn, okay. I like how they was like low key clowning these dudes too.
yeah.
So it's like,
Although it's a slippery slope because, like, the unfortunate part about clowning those guys is like at a certain point, the internet and the culture itself has kind of got to the point where they kind of just recognize that them dudes is goofy and they just let them cook anyway. Like, uh, like especially and even though people clown on like academics, like still people just accept the fact that he's a goofball. Unfortunately, the one who gets truly the biggest pass a lot is Joe Budden. Like people let him just say anything. Uh, I will say though, after the election, I think like Mark Lamont Hill was on the Joe Budden podcast and
mm-hmm.
like as like a guest host, and some of the clips I was seeing from that, and I was trying to read some of the engagements. It seemed like a lot of people really was exposed to how stupid Joe Budden was because Mark Lamont Hill was on there, like just hand holding him and his guests,
Like what
like
they must have been talking about some academic stuff, like or journalism shit. Hmm.
yeah, it was like post election wrap up type stuff, and like
Oh, okay.
yeah, they was talking a lot of like really goofy stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, and Mark Lamont Hill was basically like there to like pretty much be like, yeah, y'all don't know what y'all talking about, like
Well,
yeah,
shit, man, he gave us $1,200.
yeah, bro, crazy, crazy, bro. Yeah, man, some of the stuff I've been seeing people say, I guess we could go into that too. Like, boy, it's gonna be a rough 4 years, y'all. Some of these picks for Trump's
Yeah, what the hell?
administration,
The what is it? A Doge? I'm like, bruh, ain't
I didn't
no.
even hear about that. I just know
Yeah, Elon.
him, Elon, and Vivek are
Uh,
gonna be the heads of the government efficiency department, which is like
Matt Gates is he got it. I'm
the
like,
attorney general.
yeah, I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
The Fox News guys apparently. Who's the Fox News? Was it like she? Is it he like the Secretary of Defense or whatever? Somebody from Fox News got a position. Uh,
Oh, I know it's started with an H. Let's.
uh, and I think Christy Dome got something too. Yeah, bro, it's about to be rough, y'all. I don't know what else to tell y'all.
Okay, yeah. So it's like this new office, or what is it like? It's like this new office called Department of Government Efficiency,
Yeah,
Doge. So,
okay.
if you're familiar with meme culture, Doge is like this dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, which also became a coin. So, yeah, they're unironically making crypto jokes, and
right,
but
right.
yeah,
By the
wow.
way, y'all, this is the same man who tanked Twitter Twitter's stock price.
I mean,
Uh,
that's not get started on Gates, the nigga who was being investigated
oh yeah,
for
yeah.
moving a
You gonna
minor
make
across state lines.
Gates? Gates is a whole child predator, and you made him the attorney general. Like that's crazy. Yeah, bruh. It's
He gave me $1,200 though.
yeah,
Kama was the borders are. She
yeah. Like I said, I've heard a lot of. arguments over the past week or two about why people didn't want to show up for Kamala. She wasn't left enough. She was too woke. All she didn't do enough for Palestine. She didn't try to stop immigrants. All types of stuff. Whatever. All I can say is this: even if you didn't like her or any of those stuff that I just mentioned, y'all had more bargaining power with her than y'all about to do with this next administration. So I
Mm.
hope all the people who chose not to turn out, I respect your decision. I understand your decision as much as I can, as much as my brain allows me to. But I'm just gonna say, when stuff starts getting messed up and stuff starts going wrong, for the next 4 years until the next presidential race, or the next 2 years until the midterms, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I
B is crazy because we're unironically gonna be Rorschach. They'll look up and whisper. They'll look up and scream, "Save us!"
yeah,
I'll whisper, "No." Like,
crazy. It's gonna be wild. By the way,
but
I this ironic that you got on that because I was just on a whole Watchmen kick the other day
oh
too.
yeah,
Yeah, I was rewatching clips and stuff from the movie and everything. But it's yeah, regardless, bro, it's gonna be it's gonna be rough, y'all. I don't know what to say. Like,
and don't get it twisted, y'all. I mean, if Donald Trump was to pleasantly surprise us and actually, and all this crazy shit he's doing actually does work,
right?
we'll applaud.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll slow
we're not
clap, but
we're not
I'll
like
applaud.
y'all. Okay, because we're not
Right,
like you know what I mean. Because we're not cultists, but
right.
yeah.
Speaking of that, I saw an interesting debate happening on the internet for post-election stuff. There was
Mhm.
a white lady on the TikTok, and she was crying because her grandmama don't want to speak to her or don't
Oh,
want
I
to
saw
come to
that.
Thanksgiving. And she said that it's messed up that her grandma don't want to speak to her because she voted for Trump. Well, Trump, and even I know he lied and later said he didn't, but Trump and his people want to get rid of Social Security and a bunch of other protections for your grandma. There's a reason why she don't want to speak to you, Shorty. Even if the rest of that stuff wasn't true. Trump in general is a psycho, and you voted for him. Maybe that's why your
Right,
grandma don't want to speak to you. I don't know. Like,
right. And like I said, we respect our Trump supporting friends, but there's a lot of shit that was a
right.
deal breaker for y'all, and we're side eyeing you. We're
Yeah.
gonna judge you.
Yeah, I haven't gone to the full cut people off period, but I'll be honest, there are some people that I haven't been rushing to speak to yet so far. I'm gonna speak to them hopefully soon, but I haven't been rushing to do it because I don't want to hear it. And it's also
And also,
very interesting that a lot of the people who go around talk about, oh, liberal tears and ha ha this, ha ha that, and oh, boo hoo Democrats and liberals and leftists and all that other stuff. Now y'all crying because the people decided
fuck
not
with you
to,
no more.
yeah, that they not don't want to be around you. Like, now you crying. I thought this
Yeah, I
ain't this
know,
what you
right?
wanted? Like, you got it. You got your
I
you
mean,
got your stuff.
it's just the gaslighting. It's like, oh, well, we're gonna end friendships over someone's opinion. Yeah, their dumb fuck opinion includes like taking rights away from folks. Yes,
Yeah. My opinion. I hate brown people. Well,
I mean,
hey,
that's not an opinion. I mean, like you know what I'm saying, like because Republicans aren't like these, you know, fiscally conservative motherfuckers no more.
right.
They are mask off now. Like you know what I mean? Like they're being so clear and upfront with their bigotry.
Yeah.
Now. It's crazy, but sure. Where is Chad? We got to get him back on, but he's gonna stress me out with his I'm gonna have to have a therapist on standby for whatever he got to say. I'm like, God. But but yeah, that's all I wanted to say. But
Hey, no, yeah. I mean, I just wanted to bring that up because I just thought it was very interesting. Like over the past week or so, I just been seeing nothing but essentially Republicans and right wing people just crying. Like y'all got what y'all wanted.
mm,
Like at least I thought y'all did. Like
and hey, who knows? I mean, if Trump fixes the economy, maybe your grandmother will come around.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Maybe
it's
when you
just
learn what the fuck a tariff is.
yeah, like but yeah, maybe when you realize that getting rid of government regulations, but then also wanting to put RFK in the health department to fight against, because apparently he did this whole thing talk about wanting to take away certain stuff out of the foods for kids and everything. I'm like, but you also want to get rid of government regulation. Who's gonna stop the companies
Right.
from putting this stuff in the food,
These
bro?
motherfuckers don't actually think about anything.
Like, so you want to get rid of government regulation, but you also don't want the stuff in the food. So how you gonna do that without having government regulation, bro? Like, it's crazy, bro. It's like it don't make no sense. Also, can't be helped enough to say, even though I was mad at her at the time for what she did to us, uh, all Michelle Obama tried to do something similar, and y'all was mad
Oh,
at her
they
for
bitched
years.
and moaned.
Yeah.
How
Now
dare
don't get
you
me
actually
wrong.
try to
I
make
was mad when the chocolate chip cookies disappeared from lunchtime, okay? And I wanted to fight her and karate kick her for that. All right. Now, should I have listened to her? Obviously, yes, because y'all see where I'm at right now. But but it is what it is. I'm just gonna acknowledge though, she tried. She tried to tell y'all. She tried to tell y'all about the addiction to the sugar and the additives and all that stuff. Y'all chose
Mhm.
not to listen. And y'all told her to screw off and take her black behind away from y'all's sugar and snacks and everything. Now this old brainworm bear killing
literal,
white man,
literal brainworm, by the way.
yeah, is coming up here trying to get rid of stuff that for real, like people have even said there's been no studies on half the stuff that he's even talking about getting rid of that even says it's dangerous. Like, but then again, Republicans and all that don't want government regulations. They want to slash
So,
regulations in all the industries. How,
so
bruh? How
how
you
could
gonna
this
do that?
person have that position
That's
instead of
the other thing. Like RFK is not a real doctor. He's not a scientist. He's just a rich, politically connected dude. That's it. He don't got no medical or scientific background whatsoever, bro. Also, he caused a pandemic in Samoa and got people killed. But
oh
it's
wow.
whatever. Yeah, it was with vaccines. Apparently it was something about like he caused a bunch of anti-vax sentiment that caused,
Oh
yeah,
damn.
a
Okay.
breakout. Yeah,
And he's an anti-vaxxer. Oh Lord.
that too. But yeah, it's crazy. We all go through it, and we all go get uh yeah, we all about to get sick, and we about to be po. But fight back in whatever little ways you can. That's all I can
Right.
say. uh with that being said, I'm not feeling well, y'all, and I think it's time to wrap up before I pass out.
All right, man. All
All
right.
right,
This is your boy Tenzin. It's been B.
what's
Thank
up?
you for showing up to the
Thank
pod.
y'all. It's been dope. Please head over to the What They What podcast, y'all. It's about to start up. Peace.
Peace.